What's going on, guys? We're back in the shop. Monday night, 9 o'clock. Let me take my glove off of here. So, I gotta show you guys this first. I think camera will catch it real quick, and then it's one of those stressful days, but I gotta do it. Something I did very unsafe. We're getting hammered with snow, really, really bad. I mean, it is bad. The Komatsu's in the shop to get the snow cleaned tomorrow. So, Saturday, I have the video. Saturday night, I basically tore the transmission off. Today, Monday, called him. I says, hey, ready to bring the transmission in. I says, you want my broken clutch and everything else? He says, yeah, bring it in, whatever you got. So I brought, and basically everything's broken. Gotta give him a little time. Gotta give him a little time to find, I gotta find my cigarettes now. To transfer like sensors, cooler. They gotta estimate what it will cost. 1 second. They need to estimate what's the damage on it. That way they can give me a core on it. Because the way it works, I don't know, somebody didn't know, like major components on a semi-truck, majority of them remanufacturing. Even the brand new truck you buy it from a dealer, let's say 2021. I don't know what about Volvo, I'm not talking about specific, but I believe Fredliner, like you buy the transmission, it will be remanufacturing Eaton training. I know Kenworth does that for fact in I believe a Peterbilt. They stamp it as a new, like the case will be used gets tested through a bunch of stuff, make sure it has no cracks and stuff like that, but it isn't such thing, new transmission. Some are, some no. That's what I've been told. I don't know how true it is, so I'm not going to point a finger and say exactly what it is. So for like my transmission, for the example, I end up giving my old one, and then the core's worth $4,500, and then I end up paying them another $4,500, and they give me a new one. So if you put two and two together, it's about $9,000 for the transmission if you don't have a core. Since I was working in that place, and I mean, I trust them. I mean, they're pretty good. So I dropped the transmission off. Guess what? No clutch. He calls me. He's like, dude, we're missing a one component. We did order it. It's supposed to come from Grand Island Transfer from the other store, but it didn't show up. I said, son of a bitch. Guess what? The snow one was since 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, we're getting pounded. So I jumped in the pickup with a buddy of mine, and we head out. The roads were terrible. So I ended up making it. We left like 1 o'clock, didn't get back till 5. So they were waiting for me. And I picked everything up. So I got all the parts. Besides, I forgot to buy oil, but no big deal. I think I have plenty of oil to fill it up. So I use 50 weight synthetic. But when I came back to pick up the transmission, and guess what? He's like, dude, I'm having a bad news for you. I says, what is it? I'm like, don't hit me too hard. So I broke this is the new transmission now, but that's how it's supposed to look. I broke the input shaft, which is this guy right here. It's supposed to be right there. It's broken. So I got a new input shaft. It's Eaton input shaft. Some guy's gonna say it's aftermarket. No, it's Eaton. These people actually do use everything like a legit company, like Spicer, Eaton, Fuller. So when I brought him transmission, the cooler was right here. Right underneath the cooler, it was cracked going all the way across. I cracked the case. So what he told me is like, we're not gonna hit you too hard. We like you. So they only charged me $500 for the core on a broken case, and that's about it. And then bell housing, I think they charged me $100. So I literally washed out. So it was roughly a little over $600 more. Like I said, you basically, if you have 18 speed and it says something went bad inside of it or start whining or grinding, they usually take your transmission and you pay I believe like almost $4,600, and they give you like for like. But since mine had a severe damage, they inspected and is like, dude, we cannot use this case. Like the back box, the gears were stripped out inside. Apparently when it start tearing stuff up, it apparently broke something and tooth went through it. So they treat me fairly well. So I got a clutch, which is, I made another video. This is specific clutch I like to use, and give them the shifting tower. Can you guys do inspecting and shifting tower? The shifting tower is fine. I will open a clutch and I will explain to some people, because some guy says, no, this clutches sucks. You gotta buy Eaton factory clutch. No, I had Eaton factory clutch. By the way, I just did one for the buddy of mine, put exact clutch. He absolutely loves it. So once again, so when you open it up, that's what it looks. It's basically brand new clutch. What I'm chasing for is this spline saver. So your input goes right here and then splice it out. Like I said, I had video before. I think you guys can find it. So only one thing is used on this clutch is the basket. That's about it. Everything else is new. So they are balanced. So this marks needs to be lined up. So I got the clutch, I got the transmission. This transmission exactly comes like this. They transfer your yoke over, all the new hoses. There's no lubricant in it. Something else. I got a new fork, new shafts. Like I said, new input, new cover up there, because my old cover got basically blown. It's all bent up and beat up. So now we're just gonna put the clutch on the transmission. Some people gonna say like, wait, what? Yeah, I put clutch on the transmission. I basically stack it up, leave it everything in the pull shaft, and then I put the transmission against the motor, and then through this, I take this cover off right here, which is service plate, and then I bar the engine over, and I find the hole where I need to bolt it into flywheel, and then I just put it bolt by bolt and tie it up. It takes a little bit longer, but guess what? You don't have to fight to put the input in through that clutch. So that's how I like to do it. Some people like to do it the other way, but that's I done it both ways, and for me it's easy to do it this way. So the flywheel is already in. It's all resurfaced, nice and clean, and I will give you guys a little sneak peek over here. Ouch. See, the flywheel's already in, resurfaced, nice and shiny. Got a box of blue hose for those coolant lines, and I think that's it. And then this box is one U-joint I gotta replace, and there's exhaust clamps. So the project now, just put it back together and we should be good to go. But I would have been done today if I didn't have to go to Grand Island, and it's what, like 110 miles away from here for me to get a clutch. So otherwise, like I said, I start the engine's fine. So I should be back together. I think I will put it back together tonight, so it should be done. It's no big deal. Usually, I'm not bragging. Once again, some people's like, ooh, you bragging. No, I'm not bragging. Usually it takes about 3 hours to take the transmission off, and about 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours button everything back together, inspection, and fill it with oil and get the truck started and leave. So by the book, you should be able to do it like under 10 hours, but truck to truck different. So I think Kenworth's a little bit more pain in the ass because they have a drop-off sleeper, unless it's a day cab. Peterbilt is fairly easy to get in when you can lift the cab off a little bit. Freightliner is fairly simple and easy to get access to it. And long hood Peterbilts. And a long hood, you actually can reach it through here and put your bolts, like I did buddy of mine. The motor's so much farther forward, like you can get in up here and do your top bolts. On this one, you actually gotta climb on top of the transmission and do it. So anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching all, and stay tuned. Hopefully we will never have to do this again on this truck. I really hope I will not break another one. And I told myself I'm not gonna lock the engine anymore. Apparently I was locking the engine, but like I said, this thing is just has a quite a bit of, a lot of power, and literally you can climb a hill at like 1300 RPMs, and the motor, it doesn't seem like it runs hard or doesn't get hot, and transmission doesn't get hot, but apparently everything between the motor and transmission gets used and abused, so you gotta bump up those RPMs when you're pulling a load up the hill. What else? I think that's it. So I got a mess, and I'm gonna, like I said, start clean the clutch. Like you always disassemble it. Like I lay everything on the floor, and then I wipe everything with a brake cleaner, and then I just start stacking my clutch on the flywheel, and then it's ready to go in. The shifting tower I will put it underneath the truck, because if I put a shifting tower, it quite cannot fit through here. It gets a little tight, but I could lift the back of the truck up. So, all right, everybody have a blessed day, and God bless America. Thanks for watching.